Stop shaking your head at me, Hasao.
Nuh-uh. 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 Nuh-uh.
Okay, let's go.
No.
Let's start!
No, I don't want to.
Let's start the
No.
game.
No.
I'm not amused.
Hey everyone, it's SUBPARCADE. It's Katawa Shoujo, or as some people
Or
call
is
it
it?
Kawada Shoujo. Who knows?
Kawada Dada.
Guys, Mom found the One Piece cock edits.
Oh, no.
Oh, you grounded?
You know, have you guys seen like the One Piece cock edits?
I don't even know what One Piece is. You always talk about it. I know it's an anime that goes on too long. I don't know anything else.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's sending you to gay conversion therapy.
Huh?
Is she?
Is your mom mad?
Was it?
Is she sending you to gay conversion therapy?
She said, no. I was, I had my computer taken away from me, but don't tell anyone that I'm recording this, alright?
Okay.
I'll be grounded.
Secret stay with me, little man.
Everyone email Mom Joe Bag
Please
Mom
don't,
Joe
please
Bag.
don't
at
press the scream alarm.
toolbag.com.
Please don't press the scream alarm and make me fucking scream, alright?
Don't make me
All
do
right.
it. Don't make me do it then.
Hey, see this button right here? Don't press it. Okay. The next
Yo.
morning. What's up?
What?
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 Just move on.
The
I
next.
just burped. That's all I did. I just burped.
Oh. The next morning, like every second Monday morning until he says otherwise, I have an appointment with the nurse. They allowed me to skip part of my first class in the morning, and I don't feel any shame in skipping the rest either.
Hell yeah. I
Rather
wouldn't either.
than being thankful I get to miss world history, I instead feel dread when I think about these appointments. I wake
He's
up.
missing James's class. The fuck?
James teaches U.S. history.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
That's next year
Yeah.
when he graduates.
Yeah.
I wake up at the normal time anyway, wash myself in the bathroom I share with Kenji, tidying
Ooh.
my sleep disheveled hair.
That bathroom's covered in cum.
I quickly
That's
get dressed.
steam.
No. If Kenji is in that bathroom, it's covered in cum.
It's a thick layer, like it permeates the air.
Ew.
I quickly get dressed and put my laundry in the
Ah,
basket.
misty cum? Ew.
What if it was like spider webs and you got caught in cum?
Yeah,
That would be.
like Peter Parker or Tobey Maguire Peter Parker.
Oh, yeah, because you know he just blasts webbing into Kirsten Dunst's Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I pack
And
up.
it's like that. It's like that scene from Up. Like her ovaries die and shrivel up because of the radioactive spider. Isn't that actually what happens? She dies from it.
Yeah, there's a newer comic where she dies from his radioactive cum.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't stop laughing when I found that out. It feels like I wrote it, you know?
Yeah.
It feels like I suddenly worked for Marvel and had a great idea and everyone just rolled with it. Like,
Yeah. It's one of the funniest fucking things.
I know, that's why I was like, am I reading this really? Is this really happening? Yeah, it's very funny.
God. And the baby comes out, it's just literally a spider.
I would
Oh, the air's
Yeah.
on. Hold on a second.
I would be okay with that.
This
Death.
little spider.
No, not the spider. I would just be okay with dying from radioactive Spider-Man
Radioactive
cum.
spider cum.
Spider-Man cum. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That means I gotta fuck Spider-Man, so of course I'm okay with it. Worth it.
Anywho.
Do it for the vine.
I guess that means like Spider-Man has to go to Kawada Shoujo school,
No.
Yamaku
Oh.
Academy.
He does. He's too old, and
All right.
coming cancer isn't really like a disability.
Hank Hill would go here because of his narrow urethra.
And his little butt that hurts his back because he
Yeah.
sits on his back, not his butt.
Cotton Hill would go here.
Yeah.
Because he got his legs blasted off in the war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's also too old. I kill 50 men.
I pack up for the school day. I have all my homework done like usual, so I have a bit of free time now. There's no point in going to the morning class for 20 minutes before I'd have to get to the nurse's office, so I lay down on my bed and read a book until it's time to go. The door to the nurse's office is open, which is unusual. Enter while knocking to announce my arrival. Looking up from his computer screen, he motions me to take a seat with a friendly hello.
The nurse is like my favorite fucking character, thank God.
Cum steam wafts up from a piping hot cup of cum on his desk. It's probably not his first today.
Oh God, how much cum is he consumed?
Oh, how are you feeling this wonderful morning, Hassel? Horny? Horny? Horny?
Remember,
Horny?
he doesn't have the same rapport with you because you don't come in here shirtless every day.
True.
Oh, yeah.
I'm alright, I think. It was cold yesterday. My nipples were hard because of the rain, so I woke up feeling a bit groggy.
You too, huh? Quite a few kids got caught without an umbrella.
I had an umbrella.
A lot of wet shirts, Hassel.
Did you wear a white one yesterday? Wink.
That's all we have in Japan.
It's white shirts.
It wasn't actually raining. He was just like he had like a sprinkler on the rooftops.
He's just hosing children down.
Oh God,
Fucking garden hose.
He's a little pedophily.
So we've been spending time handing out masks and curing sniffles. Alright. Today's test day. Today it's test days. Give me your penis.
No, don't take blood.
I extend my left penis towards him, keeping my face expressionless. The nurse ties a rubber tourniquet around my bicep with a practiced movement and briskly goes about his business.
I wouldn't be able to be in class after that. I get really sick after my blood gets drawn.
Yeah. I don't think anybody really likes getting stuck with needles, but at least I got over my distaste for them. I had to. Now I barely even twitch at the moment of truth.
You're stupid.
Once that's done, a blood pressure check follows, and there are checklists and questionnaires to go through. There's nods and scribbles in my answers to questions as I give them.
Alright. Let's have a listen now.
That's his heartbeat. It's a Dorito
My
sandstorm.
heart's a stereo.
God.
I unbuttoned my shirt and put it neatly on the back of the chair I was using while he puts on his stethoscope. I know by heart the order of places where he's going to listen to my lungs and heartbeat. I adjust my breathing to be even and deep without even being asked. It's become routine now for both of us. It's pretty funny. This is pretty much the only time in one's life when you really concentrate on breathing and nothing else. It has always amused me.
Try having anxiety, Hassel.
Audience. What?
Try having anxiety, Hassel. Then everything is about breathing.
Yeah. Hey, SUBPARCADE audience, start manually breathing right now. Put the image on the screen where it's like hyperventilating.
The nurse lifts the cold steel stethoscope from my chest and places it a few inches lower.
Onto my nipple.
Listening again.
Watching it get harder and harder.
Metal makes me flinch on reflex, even though I was expecting it.
Yeah, it's cold metal.
Oh, I'm sorry, was that too cold? And then he
puts it down his pants, warms it on his balls.
Yeah.
Farts on it.
Alright.
I was gonna say he pisses on it.
That's better. He furrows his brow, but I can't tell if it's because he's unhappy or if he's trying to pick something specific among the complex multitude of irregularities in my heartbeat. Is there something wrong?
Don't talk. It's just us here. It's just us here right
Don't
now.
speak.
So.
I know just what you're thinking.
This romantic music plays instead.
Stop explaining. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts.
I shut up and become more anxious. The nurse is nice, but I can't help disliking these mandatory checkups. I wonder if he's going to end up hating all medical appointments. I wonder if I'm going to hate these medical appointments from now on because of these.
Yes.
Finally lifts a circular metal plate from my chest, allowing me to talk again.
What's fuck, I only know the melody to Silent Whisper. What are the lyrics like? Tonight the music, da da da. How does it go?
I don't know what you're talking
Or
about.
not Careless Whisper.
That sounds more familiar.
Yeah, it's not Silent Whisper.
Who silently whispers, Joe?
That's Hanako.
Oh, true.
I feel so unsure as I take your hand and lead you to the dance floor.
Oh, right.
As the music dies, something in your eyes calls a mind a silver screen, and all its sad goodbyes. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm, though it's easy to pretend I know you're not a fool. There you go.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Everything seems to be fine. Are you feeling alright yourself? You can stay longer if you want. We haven't checked down there. I gotta make sure everything's okay down there, Sal.
Yeah. I suppose I was out yesterday when it was raining, and yeah, I really felt a bit under the weather in the morning. Maybe I caught a cold.
Oh no, that's terrible. Take off your pants. Were you with Emmy? She came down with a cold too. My people told her to stay in bed for a day or two. I'm sorry, that's so stilted.
Really? I mean, I was with her, but I didn't know she got sick. I guess it was a dumb thing after all for her to go out in the rain like that.
Yeah, well, let's put that aside. Everything seems to check out for you, but remember to be careful.
Of course, I don't really want to go back to the hospital. He catches something, maybe repressed terror or a cold, I don't know, in my voice, and glances up from some papers he was looking at.
He catches something, maybe repressed homosexuality.
His song
Hey,
is
don't
groovy.
worry.
Yeah.
Hey, don't worry. At this stage, it would be take a huge crash in your condition to get you rehospitalized.
Doesn't really reassure me, but grumbling about it to him won't make any difference. I quietly take my leave. Walking along the corridor from the auxiliary building to the main school building, I encounter a young female nurse coming the other way. She smiles at me when we pass each other.
Is it Emmy's mom pretending to be a female nurse so they can bang?
Yeah. The lobby is empty of people. No surprise since classes are still going on. I hear muffled sounds of discussion coming from behind the first floor classroom doors. I glance at my watch. Just kidding.
Steven.
I'd have to rush to get my classroom in time, and I don't feel like going to class anyway, so I decided to climb to the roof and have an extra long lunch break.
Hell yeah.
Amy promised she'd bring something for me today, but if she's sick, that's probably not going to happen. I'm not feeling hungry anyway, so it's all the same. Climb up the steep stairwell to the roof is oddly liberating. Almost like losing weight. I feel satisfaction that it doesn't whine me as badly as it did the first time I came up here. I push open the squeaky door at the top and step into sunlight. Chain link fence allows for a grand view over the treetops all the way to the gray silhouettes of downtown further away. The dreary weather of yesterday is just a memory now. The silvery blue sky seems to be a mere arm's reach away. I forget for a moment that I'm in a bad mood. The warmth of the sun soaks into my bones, making me drowsy and lazy instead. The bells ring for lunch break, startling me back into reality. Soon afterwards, the quad below
Oop, there goes gravity.
me bursts into gravity. Students pour out of the doors down on the ground floor, intent on enjoying lunch at the quad and the lush gardens in this perfect weather. When I hear the door to the stairwell being pushed open, I don't bother turning to see who it is. The intruder starts coming towards me with uneven footsteps. The little river stones in the roof is covered with rattle and crunch underfoot. The footsteps stop a few feet behind me, followed by silence. I look upwards into the glowing eye of the sun, absorbing its warmth with my whole body.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Step bro. I turn around out of the courtesy of her first words to behold a slim, awkward figure of Rin Tezuka. She looks very
Texaco.
much like herself today, too. Her hair is maybe a tad messier than usual, as if she just got out of bed. She stands with her weight shifted onto one foot, looking at me with mild curiosity, as if I were something in store's display window. I don't know, just spacing out, I guess. What about you?
Emmy promised food. We usually eat here.
I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed. I heard Emmy came down with a cold.
Emmy came down with a cold. Yeah. Emmy came down with a cum.
They laughed
I guess
together.
that makes sense. I guess that makes sense. She wasn't in class.
It's not that common to get a cold in June, though. You don't think she went running at track afterwards like she said. The rain just kept going.
Probably.
In the rain.
In the rain.
That sounds like a bit too much for just keeping up with a training regimen. Emmy is a hard-headed one, though, so I can see her running in the downpour just because she had to. Well, that's obviously overdoing it. Probably why she came down with that cold, too. But I guess it's kinda cool.
Speaking of that, I'm not feeling well either. I chew.
Rin sneezes pretty hard, failing to stop it in time. She cranes her head down.
Edit my father sneezing if you still have those saved. If you still have the soundbite saved. Thank you.
She cranes her head down to wipe her nose on her shoulder side to side. So deciding that would be too unladylike, I pull out my handkerchief and hold it to her nose.
That's really nice, but no fucking way am I wiping someone's nose. Ugh. Ugh.
Here, bless you. She has no arms, dude.
I know, but still. Boogers.
Thanks. And put like a little blunt in her mouth. Thank you.
Yeah, and the sunglasses.
She clears her nose and I dab the handkerchief gently on it, wiping it clean.
Ew.
Her nose is really cute. Oddly enough, it's probably the girliest part of Rin's face. I think I'm blushing a little, but Rin doesn't notice.
Her nose has a little pink bow on it, so you know it's girly.
You know, it's gender
eyelashes.
coded. It has a little bit of period blood on it.
Joe!
What? What's up?
What?
What? What did I say that was wrong? Thanks. I think I might be coming up or down with something too. Like I was saying.
Hope not. Rin doesn't seem to be bothered about eating, so despite the lack of Emmy-provided lunch, we stay on the rooftop. She comes over and stands next to me, right up against the fence, looking into the same abstract distance as I am. Nobody else seems to be coming around to intrude upon this calmness either. It's quiet and peaceful. What does one do on lunch break if not eat? Turns out that between the two of us, we don't really know. Fortunately, passing time is an activity that manages itself just fine. Even though there's no conversation to fill the silence between the passing seconds, no pointless activities like cloud gazing to spend upon the minutes between now and then. Time marches on. I keep checking the time on my watch. Just kidding.
Steve.
They decide it's a dumb thing to do. Instead, I try to hold out for as long as possible before I check it again. And maybe I can hold out for 6 or 7 minutes. Rin remains silent, idly looking up at the cerulean expanse above us. I wonder why, more often than not, we don't speak much. She said that she doesn't like speaking because of her perceived difficulties with expressing herself properly. As for me, I think I just sucked into the habit at the hospital where I spent too much a long stretch of time never really talking to anyone. Most of the time, I feel comfortable about this quiet mood, even when I get the feeling that I have to break the silence. It's always difficult to come up with something to talk about when it's with Rin. She and I are on different wavelengths that nothing seems to be on common ground. What is it that you like about the sky so much?
It's blue.
He's blue. She turns to me, her eyes dark and serious.
Sky is the only thing that's perfect. I know it. You could say I'm an expert of sky if you wanted, and I am, even if you didn't want to. A sky expert.
I'm a guy expert.
I'm a vagina expert.
You're a
Sky-gina.
feet expert, and we know it.
No.
Joe just gets smaller and smaller.
Yeah, he's like shrinking. Steven, put a little Joe on the screen.
Okay.
And each time he said no, make him smaller.
Yeah. And edit me like you did to Andrew Tate, where like I'm just a little guy.
I forgot about that.
I'm just a little, yeah. It's always different, but it's always perfect also when it's different.
Follow her gaze up into the boundless blue expanse, thinking of her words. Have you ever wanted to be something different?
It wouldn't be so bad to be the sky.
I'd be Rigby.
No, I mean someone else, someone different, to go to a normal school like everyone else, not have to worry about stuff.
I'd still be Rigby.
What stuff?
Try to find the right words for a moment, but I can't manage to form a sentence that I'd be comfortable with actually using. Man, I don't really want to say it out loud.
Try. I'm not so good at mind reading.
Don't you ever want to not be disabled? She thinks about this and then shakes her head, frowning.
That's a hard question. I don't know what to say.
It's okay if you don't say anything.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
For some reason, I'm just so unsatisfied with who I am right now that I'm constantly thinking of stuff like that. It's pretty hard to admit, but there it is. Honestly.
Sal, you got your heart disease from eating baby back ribs every day for the past 16 years. We're not the same.
Honestly, I feel relieved about finally saying it aloud to someone, even if it's just Rin.
Just Rin.
Just Monica. I would. This game would be fucking perfect if it was just Rin.
It feels like a put down to Rin again. It makes me angry.
Oh.
Even
yeah,
if I'm expressing my feelings, even if it is just Rin.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
I'm gonna push him off the roof.
You know, like, I guess like this is like it is like considered it's a headcanon within the community, and it's one of my own too, that Rin was one of the first people to actually have an attraction to Sao, but she just did not know how to express it at all. And so, like, the way that he is so oblivious to it, it makes it hurt even more.
I want to push him
his
down.
Density. Yeah, he is an
But he's
asshole.
with it with everyone. Like, there is not a situation where he's not a fucking dumb shit.
Right.
There's
And that's because...
But it is like when they do start to show it a little earlier and he's like a big doofus about it. I'm like, dude, okay. But
yeah.
teenage boys are doofuses in the way that they're oblivious. What makes me mad is some of the, like, how he talks about some of them in his mind. Like, he put, I don't know, there was times when he put Hanako down. Like, oh, it's just Hanako. Oh, it's just Ren. It's just, you know, and that makes me mad.
Yeah, and it is very much because of the cynicism that he grew inside the hospital.
Yeah, well, I'm still mad.
Yeah. We have to fucking fix his dumb heart.
How
so
long
that he
was
can
he in the
actually love
hospital?
people.
Few months.
Yeah, okay, that actually would suck a lot.
Yeah.
Fine. Read it.
This is also a really good line. I think I want to be different sometimes. I've thought about changing myself lately, but it's a bit scary, like walking backwards with your eyes closed. The difficult part is to know where your toes are not pointing. I mean, directions.
She said toes.
Yeah, I would come, but this
Joe's
is a
got
pretty
weird
emotional
boner.
scene. This isn't. I don't wanna ruin it. I don't
Joe's
wanna
had to
ruin-
fucking put his boner up into his waistband. He's gonna
No, I
come in his
didn't.
belly button.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing that.
Okay, but he is.
I'm not.
Sorry to ruin the
All right.
emotional scene.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm coming. Fine. There you go.
Fine. Jeez. It's a little,
Fine, you got it. You got it.
Well,
Out of
now
me.
I feel bad.
a little
It's
dirty.
alright. Even if I don't do anything, I would never stay the same. It's like my old paintings. They're different than what I paint now because I'm different, but they're still my painting, so there's something the same. That's really strange. I am different every day, but I'm still me every day. Who am I then?
Is that a riddle?
Who is she?
If you want it to be. I don't know the right answer though, so you have to come up with it yourself.
Well, it's the sky, isn't it? Going by your definition just now. I actually managed to surprise her by that. Maybe she had already forgotten about it.
That's right. But I was thinking about myself when I said that. It's very strange.
Why can't they both apply though? If the sky is perfect and different every day, but it's still perfect, why can't you be different every day but still be Rin? You
Could
know?
it be that I am actually the sky? That I actually am the sky?
I don't think that's possible. Your logic's a bit off
You
somewhere.
could have just given her it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks down, shuts up, and cries. I can see she's quickly going over the deduction mentally, seemingly unhappy with the results she finally arrives at.
Jesus, like Hisao, if you knew Hisao, he would not be a fun person to fucking talk to at all.
No.
What an asshole. Ah.
If I was a little teenager with a disability at this school, I'd cock block him at every turn.
Yeah,
I'd start fucking all
my
those
God,
girls.
what-
So he couldn't.
where's your fucking imagination, Hisao, huh?
You could have just been like, yeah, you are the sky, and then she would have been happy.
You stupid science bitch. Fucking hate Hisao. Yeah, maybe I'm not the sky. Would make sense. I have a hard time knowing what kind of a person I am. You're fucking awful at flirting, Hisao. You know that?
You're not the only one.
It's like my mind is in some other place than the rest of me. You're so fucking depressing, Hisao.
Underwater.
I'm Rin's anger translator. like Obama.
She's just getting
Yeah.
mad.
Yeah, I wonder how it got there.
I have no answers, so a brief silence falls between us for a moment. I shift my gaze back to the sky above us. The last time I really paid much attention to the sky was, I guess it must have been at the hospital. I can only see a thin strip of the sky through the window of my room. If I walked up to the windows and pressed my face against the cold glass, the strip became bigger, but not by much.
How many times did you do that?
Once a day. The sky made me feel sad and lonely, a reminder of the world on the other side. I wonder if there's another world beyond the sky we see from up here on the school's roof as well.
Nope, you're the only one existing in the whole world.
Yep, you're the protagonist of reality, Hisao.
Yep, the world revolves around you. It was put on like this. The whole reason we all exist is for you. Yep, got it. Nailed it on the head. You fucking bitch.
What a and the worst part is, you are an accurate depiction of an 18-year-old. I fucking hate you.
An 18-year-old boy.
18-year-old boy.
Can't stop comparing life at Yamaku to my hospitalization, but I really should. I'm not there anymore. The narrow sky from the window of my hospital room, the faces of the doctors, the faces of my parents, The off-white walls everywhere. Iwanako's letter, echoing the words she never said. They're things of the past now. I wish I could forget everything up until now, and that time would stop completely. There could only be me, Rin, and the sky, and an eternal lunch break on the rooftop. Perfect, unchanging, and forever.
That's called kidnapping, Hisao.
Yeah. See, he does like Rin, kind of, too.
I know, but like,
you know
there's
what?
still like there's still a way that he like puts her down. Like, I don't think I don't remember him ever doing it directly to her. I mean, maybe he has. It's very possible he's Hisao. But like, there's just times when he's like, "Oh, Rin is lesser than me because she's quiet and is weird," and it's just like, fucking. Someone get me a whole bucket of worms so I can feed it to him.
Hisao is on, like, also on the autism spectrum, but he's on the opposite opposite axis of Rin.
No, he's on the narcissist spectrum. Fucking bitch.
Yeah, that's true.
Bitch.
I'm not sure if I like or hate this school.
I'm not sure if I hate her like you.
I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna pull your pigtails. I don't know. I could have gone to a normal school if I wanted, but I chose to come here.
Why?
They didn't have left-handed scissors. Da-da-da.
I just decided I would, kind of like melon or plum jelly.
Do you think it was a good idea? I mean, there are a lot
I
of
could have gone to... I'm sorry, I was gonna make a joke. I could have gone to a normal school if I wanted to, but the admissions there cost 2 arms. Cost an arm and a leg.
I mean, there are a lot of good things about the school, but I think there are a few bad things also.
I know.
They Shizune.
I kind of collect people because they're interesting. People here really are amazing, most of them, but not all.
Yeah, like Shizune.
Some people can't take it. They hurt too much. It gets really bad sometimes, you know? They hurt. I wonder if you're like that too. I hope not. I don't like things like that.
Hey, I'm not your case study, and I'm not going to give up and die or anything. Anyway, I meant more that this place is too distant from the real world.
Right, and so, like, this is, like, the sort of, like... I guess, like, I want you to keep the scene in mind about what Rin says when she says, she collects people, because that is what, sort of is like the seeds of doubt and like, is she not, like that sort of questioning that happens later on in the story. And it's also like, it also does give a hint that she had the initial attraction towards Hisao.
Okay.
That's why that headcanon exists. What's the real world?
You see, it was a reality TV show on MTV around the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, you remember, we're talking about reality TV shows. What's just like the nastiest, like the dirtiest, and like the most debaucherous one?
Bad Girls Club.
Bad Girls Club. That's the real world.
Girls, what I want, yeah, I get it. Yeah, that's what I said.
That's the real world, Rin. Yeah.
Bad Girls is great. The editing's so crazy awful, and it's just drunk girls beating each other up and screaming. It's wonderful. I mean, it's terrible and it's bad, but it's great. Is it next time?
I guess it could be.
Oh my god, Steven, put in a Bad Girls edit randomly in the episode.
Okay.
And they won't understand until now.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Everything's out there. Real people with normal everyday lives that go on World Star every single day, Rin. That's real life, baby. World Star, baby. Next episode, we're gonna open up with a really funny bit that I spent a lot of thought writing down.